For capstone assignment 2, I decided to save the surface temperature increase and atmospheric temperature increase for this module, specifically for this capstone assignment. Um, I will be focusing on Anchorage, which is located in Alaska. This module focuses on polar regions, and polar regions are the most susceptible to um, surface temperature rise and also atmospheric temperature rise. Because they are covered in snow and ice, there is a critical threshold that maintains their frozen property, which is temperature. Once the temperature continues to increase, then it can no longer stay within its frozen state, and we see large ice lossage within these regions. Therefore, these regions are particularly vulnerable to rising atmospheric temperatures and rising surface temperatures. In terms of the environmental impacts, as sea ice continues to melt and also as terrestrial ice coverage melts, we could expect the flooding of coastal areas and also a loss of coastal habitats and coastal biodiversity. Furthermore, ice and permafrost contain carbon dioxide and methane within them during their frozen stages. Once they are melted, this carbon dioxide and methane is released into the atmosphere, further amplifying the greenhouse effect and causing even further warming. Therefore, this could also have an impact on terrestrial biodiversity, as areas that are dry will become drier and areas that are wet would become wetter. So there'll be instances of flooding, which would cause habitat loss, and also instances of droughts, which would also cause habitat loss. In terms of the impacts to communities, as I said, once ice melts, we can expect large, especially once ice melts in the polar regions, we can expect large sea level rise, which would affect coastal countries and also coastal regions of countries and also island nations. This would cause mass displacement and also mass migration from island nations to central continental areas. So what are the solutions? Well, the first solution I came up with would be to continue to reduce the amount of chlorofluorocarbons produced globally. There are ozone holes in both polar regions, in Antarctica and the Arctic, and this amplifies the warming effect already experienced in these areas, which are primarily caused by chlorofluorocarbons. Secondly, the reduction of carbon dioxide emission into the atmosphere is imperative to continue to reduce the impact of especially surface warming and also atmospheric warming. And those would be my solutions to mitigate the impact of these rising temperatures.